answer questions. Right. And I don't need you to okay it. Yeah. Okay. 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay. I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay. All my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay. So when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gonna want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros. Left pocket got pounds. Somebody gonna want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. They took it to 10.
We are just to the west of you, Coach, on the Gulf Coast of Florida at Raymond James Stadium, just north of downtown Tampa. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. It's the marquee game of opening weekend, and off we go on a Sunday night on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Go. 180. Check 56. Not here.
They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And right away, they're going to stack him up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on second and 10.
Jim. He's coming. Hey, Lou. Hey, over here.
Wentz going to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down. An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8.
It's our time. Check. Lucky.
Working from the gun, Wentz. And this is going to be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. Fielded at the 20. A field position changer there. 49 yards on the punt. Couple that with a loss on the return. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. Here's carry number 1 for Jordan Howard. He is taken down at the 20. After a short gain of 2.
On the stop. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 21-yard line.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Watch the screen.
Try the right side with Howard. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
Check. Watch 54. You better be afraid of me.
To throw is Kaiser. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Taking it about the 16. Officially, that'll be a 63-yard punt. Well done. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on second down.
Motion to backfield. Motion to the backfield. 36. Hey, empty.
First carry for Damian Harris, the Alabama man. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
So from the 36 now, first and 10. They stay on the ground. This time it's Williams. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Man, I got you. He's coming. We got him outside. Solid. Check. Check safety. Kill. Watch the twist.
From the 41, Wentz. Open man is Howard, the tight end. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 40.
And the game just keeps evolving. Big guys running those corner routes, so difficult to cover.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a first and 10 right at the 40. They'll run it with Williams. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Hatchet. Tight dog. Check three. Deuce.
On second down, it's Williams, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's third down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Check three. 3-5-7.
Now Wentz on third down. Looking for Perriman there. He's got him. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 27-yard line.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. 2nd and 10 now from the 27. Now Wentz. Open man is Ross, complete. 14 yards there and a Buccaneer first down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Done. 180. Mike 54. Here we go. Done.
Now a first down carry for Harris. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12.
Hey, turn it up. Go. Switch it. Come on, switch it.
On play action, it's Wentz. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Give the sack to Fletcher Cox.
Enough takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Other side, solid.
We're scoreless after 1. 2nd quarter now in Tampa Bay. It's the Buccaneers in control of the football as they've got it with a 3rd down and long coming up. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
That's going to be a long day. That's me. Right there. 54, right there.
From the gun, it's Wentz. And this is caught by Evans. And here he'll get it down to the 7. They get a big amount back, 18 yards, but they'll still look at a 4th down now.
Boy, they had a lot of real estate to make up there, but what a big-time play for them. Nice completion, excellent gain. Now they're in 4th and manageable.
Just a little short, though, with that marker. So on 4th down, on comes the Buccaneer kicker, Matt Gay, from the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And it bangs off the right upright, no good. And this will remain a scoreless game. So from nothing less there than chip shot distance, a tough miss from the right hash mark.
Well, this is just a wobbler. I mean, he knows he's got to get it going left, but that was right all the way.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Philadelphia.
First down, Eagles.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Here we go. Here we go. 57's right. It's just me and you.
Working out of the gun. Here's Kaiser. Well, Kaiser can't get away, and he'll go down. Levante David making his presence felt in the backfield.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. On the toss play, Howard. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
1st and 2nd down were a disaster. Both went backwards. Now it's 3rd and 18. They need something big. Kaiser now. Steps away to his left. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27.
I think that interception happened for two reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
Come on.
Let's find 7. Hey, Alpha.
Mike spot 4.
So after the INT, here's Wentz. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense, when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Second and 10 now from the 27.
Coming, baby. I'm coming, baby. Woo! Check 52. Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up. Check.
Now a play fake. Wentz. They'll roll him out right. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. From the gun on third down, Wentz. And that will be incomplete as well.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Been a bit of a dogfight thus far into the second quarter now, and we do have our first points, a field goal.
Yeah, a lot of people say, wow, first action on the scoreboard, about time. To me, the action's been right there on the field, trying to figure out who could gain an advantage, gain some field position, finally get points on the board. I'm loving this kind of game.
It feels like kickers might play a big role in this one.
Yes, make sure you give them the respect they deserve. They could cost you a game or win you one.
Watch the slant. Big ass.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. John Ross, the one he was looking for. That'll bring up second down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
An incomplete pass leads to second and 10 from the 25. They go counter with Howard. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 12 yards there and a first down.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
A first down throw for Kaiser. Going deep downfield for Ross. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. Touchdown, Philadelphia. John Ross, 63 yards. And the Eagles have taken the lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go. Look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3-point CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts. But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
Motion, motion. Hey, check motion man. Put your hands on him. Get hands on him.
Throwing again on second down. Wentz. He finds Howard complete. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
A little bit of space there for the first down run, as that's going to get him about 5 yards. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
At the 38-yard line.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
I'm coming.
Throwing now is Wentz. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Mike Evans, the one he was looking for. And now it's 3rd down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter. A lot of time to change things.
Mike 56. Mike's 56.
Sunday.
You must be getting tired of seeing me. 56. Mike, 56. Right there. 56.
Shotgun now for Wentz. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller, and they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Well, what do you think? You get the ball off the turnover near the middle of the field. You take a shot here in the first play?
You know I'm big on that. I love when I have great field position. After a turnover, I feel like I might have a little bit off balance. I prefer to take a shot, but a lot of coaches will tell you only do it if you trust the guy who's got the football in his hands. Meaning, if it's not there, he won't force it downfield and maybe turn it into an interception. He'll go to the check down, go to a second option, and go ahead and take the play that's in front of him.
We remind you that coming up at the half, we'll hand things off to Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have scores from earlier today, plus a look ahead as well, so you won't want to miss that. A lot going on here in Week 1. On 2nd and 11 now. Kaiser. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by the former first-round pick, Demarius Randall. Now, sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
A very good gain on first down, 9 yards on the dump-off.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
First down, 21-yard line.
Now Wentz. That's complete to his receiver, Gadwin. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you make curl a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. That's good for a gain of 6, 2nd and goal.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
On 2nd and goal, standing alone in the backfield is Williams. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. To throw, it's Wentz. The quick slant caught. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. That pass play good for 7, but it still brings up a 4th and goal. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. And Gay knocks this one through. So we've reached halftime here in our initial Sunday night telecast of the new season. As we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
They go with Howard again. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Third and short yardage, Kaiser. And that is incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
Here's Cameron Johnston now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. How about the defensive effort from both of these teams that we've seen in this game?
Would you say it's like a high-stakes chess match right now?
Chess is one way to go. Yeah, I like it.
Okay, the only reason I say that, you feel like they're contemplating their moves before actually making one, and none of them being done very confidently.
Truth be told, I've never played chess, and I know that I'm not smart enough to play chess. Guys like you with your IQ, you can pull that off. That's good for a Buccaneer first, a pickup of 12 yards. Wentz now on first down. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. That's good for a Buccaneer first, a pickup of 12 yards.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a first and 10 at the 44-yard line. Wentz now to throw. He completes it to Evans. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on first and 10. From the gun, it's a run for Williams. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it second and 4.
Brings up second and 4 at the 5-yard line.
6 yards on that last play. Here's second and 4.
Here's
Wentz to throw. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Bucs are going to retake the lead. Well, they had their chances in the first half, you remember, but had to settle for 2 field goals. This time they come away with 6.
I think they actually got affirmation about what they were doing by getting a touchdown, because the field goals means they got in range but couldn't quite finish it off. This time they broke through, and that's great for the old confidence.
And on the sideline, difference of a feeling between 3 and 6, is it astronomical or no?
It can be at times, that's for sure. A lot of times the field goal feels like a disappointment. The touchdown, well, that tells you you're getting it done.
And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
The last run got a couple. Here's second and 8. Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. On third down, Kaiser. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. What a play that turns out to be, 36 yards.
First down.
Set, hut. 15 on it. 15 on it. Double dog. That's the way.
Out of the gun, this is Howard. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Single, slot. Hey, you're on an island over there.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. A quick throw, it's Arcega-Whiteside. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people have to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Kaiser on first down. They'll set up the screen to Howard. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down.
Let's get it.
So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a second and long. Kaiser to throw it. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
57, come on. You remember me? Where'd he go?
Third and long for Kaiser. He wants it all for the end zone. And that is caught, but the back judge right there to say incomplete. The Bucs defense stiffens and pushes this to fourth down. Here's Jake Elliott. Career long, by the way, for him, 61 yards. This will be from 56 yards out. And this one is no good. He missed it. And this score will stay right where it is. Down here in the third quarter, obviously that's one they could have used.
Yeah, and one of my favorite special teams coaches in the NFL told me what separates the kickers in the NFL versus the ones who are not is not the misses. It's the second miss in a row. Best kickers in the league, they don't miss 2 in a row. He's got to get his head back together in case he gets another shot.
Here we go.
Wentz now on first down. They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. Back now in Tampa. It's the Bucs. They've got the football. They also are in front here on the scoreboard as we start the fourth. What an opening weekend it's been already. Could the best finish be coming here on Sunday night? We'll find out as we come up on a 1st and 10. Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Wentz to throw again. Looking for Perriman there. He's got him. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. An 11-yard touchdown as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. So up comes Wentz as he and the guys on offense here will go for 2.
5-9.
They Again, it's Wentz. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
In conventional football, football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Drop D, drop D. Right there. 54.
Oh, you got D?
Mike's 54. Mike, right.
First down, Kaiser. Oh, Kaiser can't get away, and he'll go down. Shaquille Barrett put that sack by his name in the stat sheet. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
To try again after the sack. Kaiser. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Throwing on third and long. Kaiser. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Levante David. And it's a pick six. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. Gay is on for the point after. And that one makes this a 19-point game. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
Get it together, defense. Let's get it together.
They'll begin the drive with Howard. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Again, it's Howard. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 12 yards there and a first down. They held him in check in the first half, but that's his longest carry of the game right there.
So would this be the definition of fresh legs since he didn't get much done in the first half? Now he has a great opportunity. He's taking full advantage of it.
On first down, they run with Howard. And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
So statistically, both of these offenses having a rough time getting a running game going. But, boy, what a nice play there defensively.
Tackling him behind the line, but you're right. You look at the numbers. Neither side looks on track in the ground game. They'll try to throw here. Kaiser. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Kaiser. That's caught by Howard. And they'll get this down to the 10. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. Kaiser now has hit on 7 of 17 passes, just 41%, but it's 1st and 10. Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Second and a yard at the Bucs 1 yard line.
Watch out. Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
on 2nd and a yard. Kaiser escaping and he's going to go down. This will count as a sack, a very short sack. Taken down at the 2. D. Ford gets him for a loss of a yard, and it will bring up 3rd down. They come out here in the I. The Eagles on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Now Howard. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line. They end up getting stuffed twice after that 9-yard gain back on 1st down. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And a field goal obviously means nothing here. They're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th down. Now Kaiser on 4th down. And he's got it. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Bucs defense, they'll celebrate the goal line stand.
Everyone gears up for 3rd down, talks about the importance of it. But 4th down, that's truly the moment of truth play, isn't it?
Everything's dialed up a little bit more. And, it's such a momentum play, isn't it?
Absolutely, because it can flip either way depending on who converts on 4th down.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. On 1st down, Wentz. He finds his target. It's Evans. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. On 2nd down, Williams. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 20. 11 yards there, 1st down. Well, that looked like an example of what you said back in the first half. A running back of his size can really wear down a defense. I think he's starting to do that.
I think you're exactly right. And know what else he's doing? He's inspiring the rest of his team because they see this starting to happen as well. So that means they're going to redouble their efforts to help him out. Extra blocking, getting downfield, helping him out.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. Mike Evans, he's going to go. A big play there on the catch and run. 64 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
Watch the screen, watch the screen, watch the screen, watch the screen, watch the screen.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here.
On the keeper. It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the Eagles' 17-yard line.
Pin the mirrors back and go full strength.
So fire the cannons. It's a victory here for Tampa Bay. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate? Preseason behind us. All these games count now, don't they?
Yeah, this is the exciting time with just 1 week gone and plenty of weeks to come. So for Tampa Bay, they start the campaign with a victory in front of an enthusiastic home crowd for a Sunday night. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Green Bay Packers. Meanwhile, for the Eagles, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll try to rebound next week on the road in Washington. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Honey, I dash, got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me celebrate. I'm cocky, I do my dance, jump in the stands. No man, the man, oh deal with the hands. Thought he could guard me, I ruin they plans. I do what I want, they do what they can. Got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, honey, y'all dash, honey, y'all dash, honey, y'all dash, honey, y'all dash, honey, y'all dash. Yeah, they can't catch up cause they lacking the stamina. Way too advanced to be playing with amateurs. They on attack when they tackle like damager. They react and play it back on the camera. Hot boy, just consider me flammable. Sure shot, I got all the intangibles. Need a leash, I'm a beast, I'm an animal. Eat the competition up like a Hannibal. Know the game like I wrote up the manual. I do weekly what you do on the annual. MVP, that decision unanimous. Big dogs, I don't think they can handle it. Battlefield, it's just me and my warriors. Guaranteed we emerge victorious. Years blessed, wet tears is glorious. I remember when they always ignoring us. Dash, got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me celebrate. I'm cocky, I do my dance, jump in the stands. No man, the man, oh deal with the hands. Thought he could guard me, I ruin they plans. I do what I want, they do what they can. Got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, honey, y'all dash, honey, y'all dash, honey, y'all dash, honey, y'all dash, honey, y'all dash. They slept on the team that they owe me. I need a ring and a trophy. I say I'm the best cause I am. There's no need in keeping it low-key. I can carve up the D like a turkey or run straight through the D like a train. This year we ain't taking no losses. It's all about making the game. I hear a lot of trash talk. He call himself making a name. I put on the jets. The coach will regret even letting them stay in the